There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome everyone to Boone Pickens Stadium, Stillwater, Oklahoma, and home to the Cowboys of Oklahoma State. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kansas State about to kick off to get this game started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense in a bunch formation. The give on the option. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Cowboys can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gives it on the option. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Going to try to get it himself. At the 45 on his way. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
The Cowboys just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Buying some time as he moves left. Fights off the defender. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And the Cowboys can really attack on this second and short. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Quick completion on the out route. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up first and goal. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
He'll set up to throw. Gets rid of it. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Looking to throw on third and goal. Now improvising. Looking to the end zone. Fires the pass. Intercepted. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Going to run it. It's Irvin. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, on offense, this is a tough place to run the football. Back in your own end, the defense is expecting you to do it, and that's why they're loading the box. This is a great opportunity to take a shot down the sideline to your best wide receiver in a one-on-one situation.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Kansas State.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. Second down coming up. Johnson looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on third down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And the Wildcats are in a mess here on third and a mile. Quick release on the RPO. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on third down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
Direct snap. Running into the open space. Oh, a lot of space. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Kansas State really has this drive rolling. Trying to get the edge on the toss. And the offense went right back to their man, and this time the defense was ready to stop him.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talk to the defensive coordinator coming into this game. He knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Johnson wants to throw it. Stands in and takes the hit. Makes the grab on the left side. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking for space. It's Irvin. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. Guys, let's just think for a second about Kansas State. Breaking into the top 15, just one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best team we can be.
Thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Johnson looking to throw. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Wildcats will go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete downfield. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Well, they were trying to run a sweep, but they got put in the dustpan real fast.
And defenses understand, I cannot let fast guys get on the edge. I got to get that ball turning back towards the middle. Really good job of understanding that. Understanding if it gets too far outside from them big boys, they aren't even in the play. They're just chasing and running. So nice job by the defense not allowing that ball to get outside.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Headed to the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And the extra point splits the uprights.
7, Oklahoma State, 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to run it. Out across the 30. Steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
And because of the success this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now. This is a big key for us to win this game.
Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Sets up the screen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Good timing on the quick out. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. There is striking distance at the 37.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Cowboys have this offense rolling. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Fires on the move. It's caught downfield. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. And the Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. They just keep firing. Makes the catch. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Cowboys are threatening in the red zone. Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. Firing to the right, complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
And the Cowboys are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up 4th.
No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. And he gives himself up, but not before he moves those sticks.
4th and 1. I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down. No matter what, if I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that first down.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. It's complete to the left. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Tight end now in motion. Big fullback's got it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to the air. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That delay of game penalty pushes the offense back even closer to its own end zone. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Snap it to the back. Creates a little space. He's loose. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. It is deafening in here. The paddle going to work. Third down and a big one for the Cowpokes. Keeps looking downfield. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Cowboys will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Edwards. Trying to make magic with his feet. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat. Still short of the first down marker. And the Wildcats in a good spot here with second and short. They'll go to the toss. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Johnson wants to throw it. And they fail to hook up on third down.
And look, I know this offense made some adjustments at halftime. They couldn't wait to get back out on the field and try to generate a score. But their defense is playing lights out. So to me right now, this is a no-brainer. After the incompletion on third, just punt it away and let your defense eat.
K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Might be changing the route. They turn to the passing game on third and short. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. But, man, you're starting to get now in the second half. And this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Let's see what they dial up on this fourth down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And they'll take over.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Now the play fake. Bringing the heat.
And the defense comes up with the sacks. And this defense has been dialed in all day. Really, really good job. This offense is going to have to find something different, do something to try to stretch this D and make them feel uncomfortable.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Goalpost tapping you on the shoulder, just take care of the football here. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And that's the problem as an offense, man. You get in these third and forever situations, and now the defense drops back, and they take away all the deep stuff, and you're trying to find some space, but it's just so hard to try to convert those 3rd and longs. Home crowd needed something to rally around. You're down. You needed a spark. You needed to make a big play. And the punt returner says, I got this. Great job following his blocks, making the big play, turning this crowd upside down.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try to get the edge on the left. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They go right back to it. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on 3rd down. Caught behind the line. It's Lockett. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. position here as they start this drive from their 43. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the jet motion. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. And the Cowboys trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Making side adjustments here. Second down, he'll throw it. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He's got it. At the 35, he's open. It's a running room. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. They take the lead with the 6.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. On the run from inside his own 5. A big, explosive play by this offense, and if you want to control the fourth quarter, might as well go in with momentum like that.
Oklahoma State 14, Kansas State 7.
They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. On the direct snap, it's Edwards. And this is blown up, going nowhere as the defense was ready for the Wildcat. The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Johnson looking to throw. He'll pull it down and run. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Trying play action. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Well, as a quarterback, you know, if you put the ball anywhere near this guy, anywhere in his vicinity with his catch radius and his athleticism, he's going to be able to snag it. They weren't able to hit him in stride, but he bails his quarterback out with an awesome diving catch.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Now, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize on getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Caught in the backfield, it's Edwards. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They want to get the ball in the hands of playmakers, and they did, but this time the defense up to the challenge.
And when you slide that running back out of the backfield, like I'm thinking pass, I got to be locked in, and I got to see him, and as the linebackers have to see him and understand when the quarterback throws him the football, I got to break on it, and everybody's got to corral him because he's so dangerous after the catch.
It is deafening in here. The panel people going to work. Third down and a big one for the Cowpokes. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Handoff, keep working on that clock. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go with a direct snap. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. The Cowboys are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He might want another play. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. Going for it on 4th down must be part of their philosophy. Just 1 for 3 so far in this one. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Now, Oklahoma State.
And the Cowboys line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. They kick it away on 4th down. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Johnson wants to throw it. Finds his man. It's Edwards. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
Wide open downfield. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Man, the clock is not our friend right now. The first down stops it. That is great. We got to get some chunk yardage plays, make some hay while this clock's running out.
Wants to go up top on first down. Using his feet to buy time. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
You're down late in the game. You got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You can tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. From the shotgun, the inside give. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. The defense will take a timeout. 25 seconds left to play. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Rides the back on the option again. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left.
Timeout, Oklahoma State.
The Cowboys come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. The play action fake. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. And the Cowboys decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Johnson looking to throw. Pocket breaking down. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. And they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. And that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
He's taking the deep shot. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. What a show both of these teams